Alright, hey there guys, welcome to Let's Play Bastion. This is I'm Real Ninja. Before I get started, I'd like to go ahead and give yet another shout out to an already famous YouTuber, Josh Jepson. He's actually the one that made me realize there's a new update for Fraps that allows me to record and not have it segment the videos and cause it to lag, which was the worst part. I already downloaded that version, and so I've tested it. It works. Not much else to say. I will not be speaking over the narrator. I've got subtitles already on to go ahead and to go ahead and let you hear the story without hearing me talk over it. Other than that, though, let's go ahead and start.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing away. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Clang. Shield saves his hide. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest men in the land. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Alright, so now that we have a slight break in the narration, I can go ahead and discuss these. These are where your upgrades will take place, both the distillery and the armory. The distillery is passive buffs, like, basically there's one that attracts money to you, one that gives you 10% critical hit chance so long as you're not damaged in any way, or one that gives 10% maximum health, and I always start out with this one, because it's just, the other two don't make sense starting out. You don't want money this early in the game, you're going to want it late game, and the other one, you're going to be getting hit if you're new to the game. I usually end up getting hit, so it kind of cancels it out. And then the arsenal.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
As he said, it's basically, you just change out your weapons. You get 2 weapons and a secret skill, which we have our choice at the moment of Bolt Burst, which is you spin around and shoot one arrow in a circular formation around you. And that's only if you have the Fang Repeater equipped. Whirlwind we've seen, and then Dancing Shot. I love Dancing Shot, and I'm going to be using the bow here quite a bit, because it's perhaps my favorite of the ranged weapons in the game. I'll be showing off all the weapons as we get them, and switching up the orders that I use them in upon occasion. So let's just continue.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though. Ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Right back at you. Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Robs a scumbag of his last meal. kid puts him out of his misery. He finds the core to the Wharf District. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. Kid just keeps running. At last, the Skyway is in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right, except no one else showed up. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Alright, and we're introduced to the next mechanic of the game, which is rebuilding the Bastion.
Kid ponders what to build.
This is going to be your main home for the game, where you come back to at the end of each world. And I always start out by building a distillery. Because the
Makes
distillery...
time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
When you build the distillery, you also get 3 more spirits. You end up having to buy spirits later in the game in order to finish it out. And here, I always have a difficult choice between Cinderbrick Stout and Hardy Punch. Carrying on, if defeated, is basically an extra life. And then whenever you die, you deal damage around you to any foes that are still around your dead body. I never go wear whiskey, because again, it's just way too situational. If I'm near dead, I don't want to be dealing more damage. I want to be healing myself with health tonics. And then Cinderbrick Stout. This is another difficult one because, as you've noticed, defending and moving is extremely slow. Cinderbrick Stout takes some of the slowness out of it. And I think I'm going to go ahead and go Cinderbrick Stout for level 2. So, Squirt Cider, Cinderbrick Stout.
Cinderbrick Stout sure goes down smooth, then stays in your gut like a rock.
I'd show it off, but it's not letting me do anything. And we're actually...
You don't know what's out there waiting for him.
We're actually going to go ahead and end the episode right here. Starting with the next one is when we actually get to the main chunk of the game, which is going out and finding the cores to rebuild the Bastion, make it a safe haven again, make it better than it used to be. So, until next time, this has been I'm Real Ninja with Let's Play Bastion. Take care, have fun.